2,000 Borough fans have got to go there and hopefully roar us onto a victory. But you know what it is? It's hard to see now. I can't take it at Norwich. I can't stand Norwich. It's that club that just irritates me. Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. And before we go any further, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who watched yesterday's video. We absolutely smashed it views wise. Smash the likes as well. Overall, I do appreciate all the support from that video. It's a bit of a touchy one, obviously talking about Newcastle, and of course this is very much a Borough channel. You know, I do a lot of sort of Borough related posts and sort of videos and whatnot. And the fact that I got so much positivity from that one video really did stand out. It was a big thank you to everybody who obviously gave me a lot of positive feedback. Didn't really get any negative feedback on that video. So thank you very much for the support on that one. Now, of course, judging by the title, I am so excited to obviously give my thoughts on the fact that, of course, the English Premier League is returning back June the 17th. It is very exciting news. I'm kind of hoping, of course, I'm hoping deep down that hopefully the Championship does follow suit. As everybody knows, of course, my team behind me is, of course, Middlesbrough FC. You know, we're 19th inside the Championship. If the league was to finish now, as sort of like a points per game, Borough stay up. But I would like to see, you know, whether Borough do finish. I just think, you know, if the Premier League has returned, then hopefully, you know what I mean, hopefully the Championship can as well. I know there's like 3 or 4 players that have obviously got the virus, which may give it a little bit of like a sort of like a hold up of obviously, you know, dating a return, but you know, hopefully it can come back. Of course, listen, player safety, as I said all the way through this whole pandemic, you know, during sport of any sport, player safety, athlete safety comes absolutely first whenever it comes to sort of like a return date to whichever sport they sort of participate in. Of course, their safety comes first, but at the end of the day, you know, the Premier League's returning. It is very exciting. You know, Liverpool, I think, are only, 2 games away from winning the league. You know, it's still very tight down at the bottom of the league. Who will go down, who will stay up, who will get Europe. You know, I'm just so excited for it. I think everybody inside the footballing world is absolutely buzzing for it, if I'm quite honest with you. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with it. You know, a lot of people think maybe it will be too soon, you know, to call a date on it. But, you know, I think there's a lot of relief, you know, amongst sort of football fans, maybe football clubs as well. The only thing I look at and I sort of wonder is, you know, will League 1, League 2 be able to hold off for this amount of time with no sort of massive revenue coming in? I really do hope that League 1 and League 2 hopefully do finish. I get that again, massive revenue. Well, let's face it, no team inside of any sort of English league right now is going to have fans inside the stadium till at least next year. But, you know, they need some sort of revenue coming in the door. If not, you know, they may have to ask sort of clubs outside the Premier League to hopefully help them. And hopefully they do, you know. Football's a game where at times everybody has to come together. Everybody has to help each other out. And, you know, when you sort of see these like lower league teams, especially Grimsby. I seen Grimsby yesterday on Sky Sports, you know, having to let 10 players go. And it's very sad, you know what I mean, for, you know, obviously for them players, everybody involved, of course, the fans. And you just somehow hope that hopefully, you know, these sort of lower league clubs can hopefully get some help, obviously, you know, from the sort of bigger teams. But as I was saying before about the Championship, I am hoping and praying that, you know, I just hope and pray that it obviously comes back. That overall is my main thing. You know, everyone's seen the sort of Premier League return. Fantastic. It's absolutely unbelievable news. As football fans, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, oh, you know what it is, I'm not very excited for it. I'm absolutely buzzing. The fact that football's coming back, of course, you know, listen, I've been watching the Bundesliga, I've been watching the Belarusian leagues, the Costa Rican leagues. To have the English Football League back, you know, in terms of the Premier League, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I cannot wait. Of course, you know, I understand there's still a pandemic going on, and I understand that it's still very much serious. But this is a little bit of positivity I think maybe most people needed. You know, everyone's sort of, you know, a bit down during this whole pandemic, you know. I mean, it's been on for nearly 3 months now. And just this little bit of positivity can hopefully lift everyone's spirits. You know, listen, I get that some people won't agree with it, and some people will agree with it. I, for one, am very excited. Of course, I'm a football fan, why would I not be excited to watch the Premier League return? The game's on, like, every single day. I believe each team plays every 3 days, I believe. And, of course, the FA Cup will return on the 27th of June, and the final will be on the 1st of July. It'd be weird watching the FA Cup final behind closed doors. I'll be honest with you, I've never ever watched one of them in my life, especially behind closed doors. But, you know, this is sort of the way that the world's going at the moment, and at the end of the day, you know, there is some sort of like the end of the tunnel in terms of the sport sort of thing. I know there's a lot of like sort of tennis coming back, horse racing coming back, basketball. And you just kind of think to yourself now, hopefully now this is sort of like the back end of it. I know there might be a second spike and whatnot, but you just hope now that hopefully this is the back end of it. Hopefully now all the sort of horrible bad times are hopefully sort of leaving us. We'll start getting excited for obviously future things. I'm overall very excited. One of the first games back is obviously Arsenal versus Manchester City. Sheffield United versus Aston Villa, I believe. So it's going to be an absolute blockbuster as soon as the Premier League does return. And as I say, man, I can't lie to you. As you can see from my face, I'm very excited the fact that this news has come out. Very excited the fact that it's going to come back and obviously play the games. And hopefully, you know, see exactly how the sort of league would finish. And that's why I'm hoping that hopefully the Championship comes back. Because like I say, there's so much to play for, you know, especially at the top, especially at the bottom. Same with League 1, same as League 2. So let's just see over the next couple of days, let's see exactly what happens. Anyway, it's very exciting news. I just thought I'd bring you a quick little video to see exactly what your opinions are on it. Do you agree with it coming back? Do you not agree with it coming back? And if you are excited for it and etc., and your team in the Premier League, you know, and whoever to you, hoping that your team finishes, you know, once it starts restarting on the June the 17th. It's very exciting news. But of course, it has to be done in the right way. It has to be done in the right manner. It has to be 100% safe still. You know, player safety is still there. I understand if players don't want to come back. I have no idea if Kante is going to come back. Of course, he didn't really want to come back because he was obviously a bit worried, which is understandable. Gosh, Troy Deeney is back in training after speaking to 4 or 5 people. He's obviously going back to training, which is obviously a positive spell for Watford, of course, being their club captain. It's so vital they have their captain over these last sort of, I think they've got 9 or 10 games left. Overall, it's very exciting times, but of course, let me know all your opinions down below in the comment section. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, like, comment, share, and please do subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace out.